Greetings from Malaysia. 20 years ago today, on the 11th of September 2001, the world witnessed a horror, a horrifying scene. Four American airplanes, hijacked by 19 men associated with the terrorist group Al Qaeda. Two of the planes crashed into the two World Trade Centers. One crashed into the west side of the Pentagon building. One was saved by passengers who revolted against the hijackers. To this day, those passengers who revolted are heroes. Unfortunately, they perished when that plane crashed into an area near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. That airplane was allegedly targeted at either the White House or the Capitol building. Thank goodness it did not. However, on that fateful day, 2,996 people perished from all four flights. A total of 265 people who were on all four flights perished. And another hundreds of thousands of civilians, men and women, regular, who are working in those two twin towers, perished. It was not a normal Tuesday morning. Immediately after the 9/11 attacks, a lot of events happened. The creation of the Department of Homeland Security on November 25th, 2002. The invasion of Afghanistan by US and NATO forces. The air drone strike that killed Osama bin Laden, the alleged perpetrator of 9/11. I say alleged because I am not pointing fingers at anyone. This war on terror, 20 years on and 4 presidents later, maybe hundreds of world leaders later, we are still feeling the aftermath, the impact of this tragic day. Men, women, children, all lost, all perished. Ninety countries lost their citizens. We, as a global community, have been fighting for internal struggles to cope with the attacks on September 11th, 2001. The worst day in, honestly, aviation history. I wasn't born. I wasn't even born yet when 9/11 happened. but I can imagine the horror, the trauma that they had to go through in that time. Now, even 20 years on, the impact, the shockwave of that tragic day are still being felt today. Men, women, firefighters, frontliners, all diagnosed, most diagnosed with cancer and other health issues. So, with other health issues due to coming in contact with carcinogens, maybe even breathing in carcinogens during when they were at ground zero. I am not saying that Islamophobia didn't exist in the United States before 9/11. But what I am saying is 9/11 certainly sparked a new wave of Islamophobia. I would like to say thank you to President George W. Bush for his commitment and ingenuity, and for not issuing another Executive Order 9066. We cannot have another Executive Order 9066 in this world. EO 9066 was issued by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt after the Pearl Harbor attack during World War II, and was declared constitutional by the United States Supreme Court in Korematsu v. United States, the worst Supreme Court decision in history. There's no doubt that we, as a global community, have to be strong together in this fight against terrorism. I live in a nation where more than 2/3, or 69%, are Muslims. I live in a nation where we coexist peacefully with a diverse community. Yes, I cannot. Yes, I cannot deny, or I cannot turn a blind eye that there are Islamophobes in Malaysia. However, I'm pleading everyone to be vigilant and to be strong together to finally end this war on terror. I agree with President Joe Biden's decision to pull out of Afghanistan. However, when I saw the trauma, the terror, what happened at Kabul airport, the suicide bomber, during the evacuation, I feel that his attempt to pull out of Afghanistan that quickly is not viable. I disagree with his decision to pull out of Afghanistan that quickly. A gradual gradually pulling out. Yes, but I feel like he pulled U.S. troops out too quickly. We cannot say that the Taliban taking back Afghanistan was a shock. We cannot say we're surprised when the Taliban took control of Afghanistan. I plead everyone to be vigilant and patient, as we will defeat this war on terror. We will win this war. I was heart-stricken when I saw the images, by the New York Times, U.S. drone strike. U.S. drone strike killed an aid worker, a U.S. NGO, an innocent, in fact, linked to none Al Qaeda or the Islamic State. That very next day, the Islamic State attacked a village. We cannot allow our fear of war, fear of terror, get the better of us. Our hearts, our minds, our strengths, our unity are stronger than anything the world can throw at us. Catastrophe, war, famine, conflicts, natural disasters, artificial disasters. We cannot go back on what we have accomplished throughout our history. As a last word, this community, this generation, and previous generations have seen terror and disasters, be it natural or artificial. The 2004 tsunami, the 2008 Great Recession, the 1997 Asian financial crisis. All are events that could split this global community apart. But I am amazed that this planet has humans who are pitiful, who, in spite of many dangers, risk their lives to help others. As a last note, I would like to extend my deepest condolences to the families of the victims of that fateful day. Thank you.